So hey everyone, this is Shreyas from Rapid AI, and today's video topic is making an AI voice agent for political parties. Now, why do I chose political parties as a niche? Well, it's because it's a very blue water niche and not everyone is into this, and people do not understand how powerful political parties as a niche is. So first, I'll show you a quick demo and then we'll take it from there. So I'm gonna go to Bolt. I'm gonna drop a spreadsheet here. So usually political parties have a large voter list or maybe a large list of people that they want to call. And what usually happens is they have a ton of people sitting there making calls like slaves, which they are in a nutshell. So what my AI agent does is I can download this voter list. Again, both of these are my own number. Download the voter list. Once it's downloaded, I just downloaded the voter list. I'm gonna go to Bolt. Go in here. I'm going to paste the voter list, which I just got. And I'm going to map the columns. So voter phone number, voter name, voter location, voter cities, voter location, voter state. We're going to start processing. And now I should receive a call on my phone number. I'm going to wait for a while.
Calling.
So can I call as you could see, fam? Pick it up. So this is Ultrabox, this is not WAPI, so it's gonna be better. I'll show you how it works. Hello.
So you're feeling pretty optimistic about the future, huh? You think things are gonna get better, and that's great to hear. I mean, we all...
No, wait, hello. Can you just come again? I didn't, I was talking to someone else.
No worries at all. I totally get it. It can be a bit confusing when you're in the middle of something and then you get a call, right? Let's just start fresh if you're okay with that. My name is Neha and I'm calling from the Shreyas Lok Seva Party's voter outreach team. We're just trying to get a sense of how people are feeling about the progress in Pune and Maharashtra. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I think the elections are around the corner. That is why you guys are calling, right?
Yeah, right. Elections are coming up and we want to make sure we're listening to what people care about.
क्या हम हिंदी में बात कर ले?
बिल्कुल, हम हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं. मैं नेहा हूँ और मैं श्रेयस लोक सेवा पार्टी की वोटर आउटरीच टीम से बोल रही हूँ. हम लोगों से पुणे और महाराष्ट्र में हो रही प्रगति के बारे में उनकी राय जानना चाहते हैं. तो बताइए, आपको लगता है कि यहाँ क्या अच्छा हो रहा है और क्या नहीं?
अच्छा मतलब क्या मैडम, यहाँ पे करप्शन इतना बढ़ गया है
और हम भ्रष्टाचार को कम
क्या हम लोग मराठी में बात कर सकते हैं? क्या अपन मराठीत बोलू शकतो का?
म्हणजे तुम्हाला वाटते की आमच्या पार्टीने काही वेगळे केले पाहिजे जेणेकरून तुम्ही आमच्या पार्टीला मत द्याल. तुमच्या प्रश्नाचे उत्तर देण्याचा प्रयत्न करू इच्छितो. आमच्या पार्टीने गेल्या काही वर्षांमध्ये अनेक चांगले काम केले आहे, जसे की शिक्षण आणि आरोग्य सुविधांमध्ये सुधारणा, रोजगार निर्मिती आणि ग्रामीण विकास. आमच्या पार्टीने हे
So during elections you want to make people feel heard. People need to feel heard to vote for you. If I run a party, Shreyas Lok Seva Party, whatever the party name was, if I want people to vote for me, I need the people to feel valued because they will remember, oh shit, Shreyas Lok Seva Party dropped me a call. No other party did it. So these guys must be good or whatever. Or these guys must care about me because end of the day, it's all corruption. Democracy is a joke. But again, politics is still a real thing and they have a lot of money, which is why we have built this whole system out. So I'm going to go into executions. So this is all done on Ultrabox. The whole platform, this is all built on Ultrabox, on top of Ultrabox, as you can see. And what I would like to do is, so we've got this AI agent here. I haven't prompted it out, but I'll tell you how it will work. So once the call is done, this is called voter post call list. So once the call is done, once the call with the voter is done, the AI agent would populate the sentiment, inclination towards voting, major concerns, summary, transcript, call recording, caller number, summary, all of that kind of stuff, all the kind of good stuff which the political party may or may not use in the time they come into power and do the changes. So this is the whole thing. And this system, once the call is done, it's all going to be populated here. And we got a UI in which you can just add a bunch of numbers and all of them would be called. So today we learn how to build this whole AI voice agent outbound caller for political parties using Ultrabox. So we'll be using Ultrabox, Anten, and SIP trunking numbers. If you need SIP trunking numbers, you need to go to Viva Digitally or any of those platforms, obviously. But yeah, obviously, you can SIP trunking numbers cost you 1,000 rupees every month, and you need to add a wallet balance. So you can add almost 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 rupees as wallet balance. Per call is 0.55 paise, the cost. So that's all about it. This is the tool used. These are the tools that I'll be using. So Ultrabox, Anten, and SIP trunking numbers. First, let's actually start from the very scratch. Okay. Pain points of political parties which need solving. So, because you need to understand the niche to do something in the niche. And I spent the last 2 days trying to do it, and it's been insane. Like I can see the value that these guys, the AI can provide to these guys. Because obviously, if the AI agent can speak in Marathi, if the AI agent can speak in Gujarati, Tamil, all of those languages, then you don't need a voter outreach team calling everyone. So during the olden days, you used to have this rickshaw. On the rickshaw, it used to say, vote for this party, vote for that party. Now, even though that's good, that's a unidirectional flow of conversation. Vote for this party. But when a party calls and says and tries to convince the person why they should vote for XYZ, that's a completely different ball game. So, the pain points of political parties include manual outreach. As you can see, it's manual outreach, which is slow and inconsistent. I'll get the brighter color. This manual outreach, slow, inconsistent, dream state, personalized mass connection. How a solution helps? AI calls 1 lakh plus voters daily, consistent message. No voter insight. So even though the calls are made, the human employees are too busy or too occupied to actually map out, okay, these were the sentiment, these were the reasons, etc., etc., etc. The human employees are too lazy just to put it in a simple words. So which is why they don't get it. But with our AI agent, like again, this is the dream state. The dream state is that they need real-time voter sentiments, and AI analyze emotion and issues from calls. As simple as that. Angry voters. Many times, if I'm assuming that, again, just as example, if I'm pro BJP and a Congress person calls me and says, hey, vote for Congress, whatever. I mean, I'm just giving you examples. In that case, I'd be angry. I'd be, hey, I don't want to talk to you. Hey, you guys are bastards. You guys don't do any development, blah, blah, blah. And at that time, if our AI agent can convince the person, can talk with the person and manipulate or convince the person from being an anti-Congress guy to someone that might vote for Congress, that's actually a very great development. So, low trust, low turnout, voter feels heard. Once that happens, the voter will feel heard. The angry voters, even though they are with BJP or any other party, the party that calls them, they'll remember the party, if that makes sense. Empathetic AI listens, validates, and re-engages. Language barriers. The language barrier is just demolished on every front because localized emotional tones we have. I just showed you English, Hindi, Marathi. It can do Gujarati, it can do Bengali. Obviously, it's not going to be the best, but we can still work with that. Data blindness, data-driven decisions, and low turnout, low seats, high mobilization. So obviously, I mean, if you low mobilization, personalized reminders pre-poll. So assuming that I have 10,000 people who are going to vote for me, I will personally make a pre-poll call that, hey, you have to go to vote tomorrow. Please do not waste your vote, blah, blah, blah. So currently the Indian government is calling people, but it's a voice call. It's like, hey, please vote, whatever. But once an AI agent calls and says, hey, any question? Yeah, do you want to know where the booth is? Your booth is in pin code XYZ, whatever. Then that just improves, that just drastically increases the person's chances of going to vote. I mean, obviously, democracy, I'm not going to go say anything to that, but yeah. Again, data blindness, volunteer chaos. So, usually these political parties rely on volunteers, which get paid a few $100 and they work on this. But again, obviously, I mean, volunteers are not the most educated, the most reliable, which is why obviously they have a volunteer chaos. And then the follow-ups are also weak. Surveys are costly and the messaging is robotic. These are all the pain points which our AI agent will solve. So, functions they perform. These are functions they usually perform: pre-vote reminders. These are the functions of any political party or the government as such. Okay. So common pitfalls. Now again, obviously, it's not very easy to say that okay, AI will fix it all. What if people? What if just people asking me votes? So again, you might have a question that does asking people about the problem actually help in getting votes? So again, in general, being heard is being respected. So if someone called me and said, Shreyas, I want to know your opinion about AI, I'll be like, okay, shit, nice. Okay, I'll tell you my opinion on AI. But that's because they called me and I feel respected. And out of respect, I'll be like, okay, thanks for asking me. Here's my opinion on AI. That's how it works. What happens when the voter is angry or anti-party? There is a chance that the AI can convert him. Because if it is a robo message and the call just goes and, please vote for XYZ party, the person will cut the call. But imagine a person imagine like a highly trained manipulative person convincing them to vote for X or Y party. That's what you want. Can AI actually convert an anti-party voter? Yes. But it has to be slowly and strategically. That, hey, आपकी मैंने समस्या मैंने पहुंचा दी है हमारी टीम तक और आपको इसका समाधान जल्दी देखने मिलेगा, and then you can update the person. So I can first understand the person's problem and then keep the person constantly updated by saying, हाँ तो आपके इलाके की रोड ठीक करने का काम शुरू कर दिया हमने XYZ, and it's so insane that you just said that मेरी इलाके की रोड अच्छी नहीं है, and then you're getting constant updates कि हम आपके इलाके में रोड का बंदोबस्त करवाएंगे, आपके इलाके में 2032 में 2027 में आपके इलाके की रोड हम बना देंगे. Whatever. I hope you get the point. So that's how insane it is. Again, persuasion ladder. So anger, distrust, neutral, curiosity, emotional support, soft alignment. This is how you actually go from a completely angry voter, from a completely anti-party voter to a voter that wants to vote for us. Because if there's one person and you can convert him, I'd rather have that person converted and vote for me. Boom. He just felt heard, not defeated. He starts talking about roads, water, jobs. That data is gold. Because you need to know what the people think. Even if I'm a political party and I do not know what the common people think, then I won't be able to take the best decision. So for political parties, they need to... I know they're all thieves, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just like assuming it's an ideal political party. So how do political parties usually work? So again, obviously we have... this is how political parties usually work, etc., etc., etc. And again, this is not the very best way of actually going about it. So, yeah, I mean, voter sentiment mapping. So again, these are the three use cases where we can apply AI. And I just showed you the first one, which is voter sentiment mapping and issue discovery. So this was the use case which just called me. I got called by the AI agent and it asked me, what is the sentiment and what do you think needs to be improved? This is one use case. Now we also have other use cases like vote kal subah XYZ pe hai, aapko aana padega, whatever. And AI voter engagement and conversion, including swing vote. Turn neutral or anti-party voters into sympathetic or active supporters. Empathy first tone, whatever. Info-based tone and action-oriented tone. So, obviously, I mean, this is a golden, this one is a golden ticket for any political party to win the elections. Because you listen to the person, they vote on your behalf, they vote for you, and boom, done. So, again, obviously, empathy, this is how it actually, the whole thing works. Now, I know I've been lecturing and blabbering a lot about how political parties can benefit from AI. Let's actually get right into it. So, let's begin with Ultrabox. So, where is Ultrabox? So, this is Ultrabox. I'm going to go under all. I'm going to go on Ultrabox AI. Now, Ultrabox is it's not as similar as WAPI. It's slightly different and it's slightly more complex. So I'll explain to you how to work with it. So I click on get started. And we got AI agents. Under agents, I got political campaign, Shreyas, Raj, and RV. So we got all these agents, obviously. So now to create a fresh agent, first of all, let's go through the Ultrabox interface. So towards the left, you'll see upgrade account. Obviously, you can upgrade the account, and Ultrabox charges are 5 cents per minute, which is just insane. Also, we got dashboard. So in dashboard, you can see live calls, active webhooks. So we got one active webhook, total calls joined, acceptance rate, total calls. It's all pretty great right here. 3 minutes use, I've used almost 10 minutes out of 30 minutes, okay, whatever. Agents, and so dashboard, you can see all the dashboard thing. Under agents, you can create a new agent. We'll come back to that later. Under RAG, so for example, if I have a manifesto of my particular political party, or if you have a bunch of documents which you want the AI to refer, in that case, you'll use RAG. I'll click on new source. Under new source, I can click on create a new collection. Collection could be whatever, description could be whatever. And if I go back, I would be able to add a document, or I can add a web page to this. So obviously, let's just, for the sake of demonstration, let's just go and look at BJP manifesto. BJP. So for Maharashtra. I'm not very sure if these guys are in Maharashtra or not, but whatever. So this is the 2024 manifesto. So let us see. Sankalp, okay. Again, we can download the manifesto, whatever. I'm going to download the manifesto for BJP. So let's just go for the English manifesto. I'm very sure no one reads this, but I'm going to read it. And just to show you guys how this all actually works, I need to download it actually. I don't need to read it, being honest. I just need to download it. So once as it's being downloaded, I'm going to go under Ultrabox again. And I'm going to show you how to make, wait, obviously not. This one's there. I'm going to go here. Click on collection, start a new collection. BJP Maharashtra Manifesto. And I'll say, this is the political manifesto of BJP for 2024 Maharashtra elections. Again, it is usually preferred that you put a description, because AI is able to understand better if you put a description than if you wouldn't. Generally, name would be, again, BJP Maharashtra Manifesto. It has a manifesto. It has the manifesto of Bharatiya Janata Party. The manifesto of Bharatiya Janata Party. I'll obviously go in here, download this manifesto. It's a 60-page manifesto. Download this. I really like how they designed it all, so I like it very much. So it's all good. They're getting downloaded. Let's see. Bharatiya has always been a part of this. Okay. Message. Okay. Manifesto committee members. Okay, perfect. Top 25 highlights. Under Ladki Bahan Yojana, financial solutions for beneficial financial literacy training. Okay. A loan waiver will be provided for farmers along with increased support under Kisan Samaj Yojana from. Okay, perfect. Fulfillment to all poor people in the state. I don't know if that was fulfilled. Top. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna go into this and fact check any of this, because these are manifestos. They seldom get completed. So this is the whole manifesto, as you can see. I'm gonna close this. Click on open. And yeah, I think it's uploading. It's 60 megabytes worth of file. It's going to take a while. So once it's uploading, what I'll do is I actually have a GPT made for this, but I'm going to go on Claude. I'm going to go to Claude real quick. With ChatGPT is better. So ChatGPT, Ultrabox prompting guide. Copy the Ultrabox prompting guide. Here you go. Prompting guide, quick start. Get the whole thing. Grab this whole thing here. Paste it here. I want an AI agent that. Now I'll tell you what I did before this. So obviously we can grab this, but I actually made a text document with my own brain without using AI. And this is how the starting would be. So this is Neha from Shreyas Lok Seva Party's outreach team. I'd say Bharatiya Janata Party. So outreach team. This year we've done a lot of programs in Maharashtra. I just called to know your views on recent progress. Wanted to know your feedbacks on things. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this whole thing. And as you can see, your goal is to appear empathetic, soft nudge to manipulate the person to vote for the party by assuring them that they get all these things are just a reason for her to call is to get information on things that need to be improved. And also ask them if parties bothered, if any other party has bothered calling them, etc. I can obviously so you can just go through this. This is just a short document, or this is just a short summary of what I want to be there. Obviously, so I'm just gonna copy the name of the party again. Next 5-year manifesto. Try to convince them to vote for BJP in a nudging way and not in a forceful way. Agreeing with them and using reverse psychology and agreeing on their pains and problems, and then telling them they are right to think that way, and then from the manifesto pull something that is similar to what their problem is. Whatever. This is how it works. I'm gonna quickly copy this thing. So this is a short summary of how the AI agent should be. The main body should have empathy about the voters' feelings and assuring them that they are right to think that way, and then telling them how our party did improvements. Because if I logically think, anyone that's not talked to this AI agent is only going to complain. So, did improvements in that area and will keep on doing improvements. I'll also say end the call by telling the person that they will end the call by telling the person that thanks for their valuable time, and everything they have said is recorded anonymously is confidentially, and we will be working on these things shortly. Copy the whole thing. I want an AI agent that acts as a voter outreach AI agent for BJP. Paste everything here. Also, I'm actually going to. So, as you could see, the BJP manifesto is uploaded. I'm gonna click on save. So the BJP manifesto is uploaded. Now I'm just gonna. What I can do next is got this. Also, I'm gonna go to my MIRO board. I'm gonna click on select. I'm gonna grab these two images, especially only this image probably. Paste it here. Can't paste the image. That's bad. I'm gonna download the image then. Copy image as. Good. Copy the image. Copy this image too. And what is this called? AI voter engagement and conversion. I want an agent that acts as a info agent and what did it say? And engagement and conversion agent and voter engagement and conversion agent. We are building this AI agent on Ultrabox. Please give me a detailed prompt to run this agent alongside a greeting message. Untruncated hi reasoning and high verbosity. So now, okay, I'm using ChatGPT 5 instant, which is something I shouldn't be using. Click on new chat, paste it here. I'm going to use thinking model and I'm going to paste the images again. Let's see. So thinking model might do a better job at this, but let's see. So this one's gonna take its sweet time. So until the prompts are getting ready, let's go under tools. So we got tools like cold transfer, leave voicemail, query corpus, pretty TMF sounds, hang up. You can also add a new tool. You can add a custom tool. You have integrations. So you can do this integration with any API or HTTP request. You got parameters, we got advanced, we got all that kind of good stuff. So this part, again, we are not using any of the tools here. So it's good. Voices. So under voices, we got a lot of these voices, but one of my colleagues, she gave me her voice. So we're going to be using that. Call history. Well, we are having trouble fetching call history. So, oh no, we got it. So we have made all these calls. We got call ID, we got call summary, etc. Under webhooks, you can see the webhooks that are enabled and stuff. So I can add a new webhook, obviously. So in WAPI, you had to go under the messaging URL or messaging section and add a webhook URL. But for here, there's a universal webhook for all the AI agents. So that's good. Under settings, as you can see, you got cloned voices is 1, rack collections is 1, free minutes is 1, concurrent calls is 2. So that's how it is. You can add your own custom keys, whatever, and this is the current plan's trial, okay? Also turn up mode to dark and light. I prefer dark. I'm going to open a documentation on another page because we're going to need it. We're going to need to refer to it. But right now, let's just set up the AI agent first. So I'll go under agents, click on towards the top right corner, click on new agent. So once we're in new agent, I'm going to call it as BJP Political Outreach Agent. So I'm going to do this. Now under RAG, I'm going to grab the BJP Manifesto. Under voice, I'm going to select RB. And tools, I don't actually need any tools here. I'm going to save it here. Now you can go under greetings, so you can add a greeting, obviously. Then in activity messages, you can add some inactivity messages like, hey, are you there? So the good part about Ultrabox is that you don't need to add your engine or something. You don't need to add we already have a model here. So we got Ultrabox model. So we are using one model here. You can also use Quinn, you can use Llama, you can use any of this, but I'm using the one that we already have. Call recording enabled. So initial output medium is voice, obviously. Now it can also, this voice agent can also work as a voice plus text agent if we deploy it correctly, but right now we're using it for outbound calling. Join timeout seconds, nothing to worry about it. Max duration, nothing. I'll say max duration minutes, I think it is. So I'll say 10 at max. Temperature is 0, looks good to me. Language hint, there's no need to give any of that. And yeah, it's all looking pretty good to me. So go under prompts again. I'm gonna go to my AI agent to see the prompt. So I think I want the thinking one. I don't want the instant one. Okay, which I'm not able to create. Okay. Whatever. So I'm gonna grab this here, take it to X, take it to Grok, because Grok doesn't cry. Paste it here. And yeah, let's try it. Click on think harder. Let's see what we get here. Obviously, I mean, Just give me a voice agent prompt and a greeting prompt for voter engagement agent for BJP. And until then, this is what's happening. I'm gonna go and check for Grok. Okay, this I like the way it looks. Also I think I need make it more elaborate and give me a greeting message. I'm gonna go into this, paste it here, click on test agent, click on save first. I'm gonna save it first. Hello. Hey, this is I'm gonna wait. The agent, I have to stop the agent. Okay, never mind, it's not starting either way.
Hey,
Who's this?
this is Neha from the Bharatiya Janata Party's voter outreach team. I've called to hear your views on the recent progress we've made in Pune and around Maharashtra and just get your feedback on things. How are you feeling about it all?
I haven't seen any development as such. I mean,
I completely understand why you'd feel that way. It can be frustrating when you don't see the changes you're hoping for in your community. Can you tell me more about what you were expecting to see, or what one thing you think would make a big difference for you and your family?
I probably think it's the corruption and the crime. They're like going up rampantly, and I don't know what the police is doing. And apart from that, I mean, I don't know. It's like a lot of things, honestly. By the way, can we speak in Hindi?
बिल्कुल मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ और मैं समझ सकती हूँ कि आपको करप्शन और क्राइम के बारे में चिंता है और पुलिस की कामकाजी के बारे में भी आपको सवाल है। ये सब चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं और हमें इन पर ध्यान देना चाहिए। बीजेपी के मैनिफेस्टो में करप्शन के खिलाफ लड़ने और सुरक्षा बढ़ाने के लिए कई वादे हैं। क्या आपको लगता है कि हमें इस पर ज्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए?
जी बिल्कुल, क्यों नहीं?
बहुत अच्छा, मैं आपकी बात से पूरी तरह से सहमत हूँ। करप्शन और क्राइम को कम करना हमारी सरकार की प्राथमिकता होनी चाहिए। हमने पहले भी कई कदम उठाए हैं, जैसे कि एंटी करप्शन बिल्स और पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स, लेकिन हमें अभी भी बहुत कुछ करना है। आपका फीडबैक हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और मैं आपको वादा करती हूँ कि हम आपकी बात को सुनेंगे और उस पर अमल करेंगे। क्या आपको लगता है कि कोई अन्य पार्टी आपके पास आई है और आपकी बात सुनने के लिए तैयार है?
अभी तक तो किसी और पार्टी का मुझे कॉल नहीं आया। आपका कॉल ही पहला है।
बहुत अच्छा, ये जानकर मुझे खुशी हुई कि हमारी पार्टी आपके पास आई है और आपकी बात सुनने के लिए तैयार है। हम आपके विश्वास को काफी महत्वपूर्ण मानते हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि आप हम पर भरोसा करें। अगर आपको लगता है कि हमने आपके लिए कुछ अच्छा किया है तो क्या आप हमें अगले चुनाव में अपना समर्थन देंगे?
शायद, क्योंकि मुझे लास्ट 5 साल में कुछ दिखा नहीं जो आप लोगों ने किया। तो देखते हैं, क्या पता मैं दे दूं।
ठीक है, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूँ और मैं आपको वादा करती हूँ कि हम आपके लिए काम करेंगे। हमने पहले भी कई बड़े किए हैं और हमने उन्हें पूरा किया है, लेकिन हमें अभी भी बहुत कुछ करना है। मैं आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ कि आपने मुझसे बात की और आपके फीडबैक के लिए धन्यवाद। हम आपके समर्थन के लिए आभारी होंगे और हम आपके लिए काम करते रहेंगे। अलविदा।
धन्यवाद।
ठीक है, मैं आपको फिर से धन्यवाद।
Okay, that was decent. So we have done a lot of progress in on Pune. I've called you to see recent progress. Whatever. Click on save. That was way too direct. That was way too direct. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go to Grok directly. Copy the whole thing. Grok 4 fast heavy. Yeah, I gotta check. $700 a month. Okay. Extended memory of 128 tokens. Okay. I'll probably buy the Grok because I think it's good. Anyways, Export things hard. Customizations, models. Crop for export. Let's do it. Grok is thinking, as you could see. Let it think, and reconnect. But this one looks pretty elaborate, so I like it. So the goal of all of this AI agent is to just call the person and get their input and make them feel heard. That's the high level goal, or that's the goal of this whole this whole agent. So I'm gonna paste it here. Oh no, wait, I think it's the wrong one. Where's the original one? Wait. Go to agents. BJP particle outreach agent. What? Perfect. So I'm gonna paste it here. This is a much more elaborate prompt. Perfect. Grading is also there. So now let's start calling with this agent, because obviously we have just built out our agent. The agent's looking fantastic. And also add the RAG here. Add the RAG. You can save. I'm gonna ask it about questions about the manifesto and see if it can answer.
Hi, this is Neha from Bhartiya. That's great to hear. How's your day going so far? We've made some solid progress in Pune and across Maharashtra this year, from better roads to more jobs, but I want to hear from you. What's working, what's not?
I just want to know what do you guys have in your manifesto?
Our manifesto for 2024-2029 focuses on key areas like creating more jobs, especially for youth, improving infrastructure, ensuring women's safety, and boosting rural development, among others. We're really proud of our plans for a Viksit Bharat by 2047, which aims to make India a developed nation. If you could wave a magic wand and change just one thing about life in Pune or Maharashtra right now, what would it be?
I mean, actually, yeah, we are just. I'm just feeling the corruption is just running rampant, and then no one's doing anything to stop it.
Corruption can be so frustrating and feel like it's just eating away at the system. You're absolutely right to feel that way. It's not fair that honest people like you have to deal with it. We've actually taken some strong steps to tackle corruption, like introducing the Lokpal and Lokayuktas Act, and our manifesto promises even more transparency and accountability in governance. What's been the toughest or most frustrating part for you lately? Maybe something that hit close to home?
Okay, no, I mean it's all good. So yeah, I mean it's insane how good it is. So yeah, I mean I think this greeting message can be changed. Our party is committed to understand the problems of the people and okay, wait, I'm gonna remove this. This year we have done a lot of progress. Our party is committed to understand how the people feel about the recent developments. This year we didn't blah blah blah. Okay. So we have the agent ready. The agent is also using the RAG agent and getting data from the manifesto. So now what are the next steps? The next steps include making this AI agent call. So I'll show you how that works. So right now we have this BJP particle outreach agent, which is right. I'm going to copy this real quick. And let's go to N10. So what if I go to MIRO? We just completed our AI agent. We understood why it's good. We understood what's the use case of it. Now let's make it call and let's make it save data in the spreadsheet and let's make a UI. So for the UI, there's a very simple prompt, which I'll give you guys. This is a prompt. I want to create an application that allows to map data like phone number, voter name, etc., and send it to this webhook. Voter phone number, if any other format, must be formatted to this and then passed to the webhook. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to do it from scratch, okay? So first thing first is we need to deploy a webhook. So I'm going to open it in a new tab, click on create workflow. So we need two webhooks. One webhook is to make calls and one webhook is to receive post call data. So I'm going to go on webhook. I'll name it as caller and the method should be post. Paste Control C, Control V. Caller, and then this one is a database, whatever, close. So now this webhook is I'm gonna also rename it to make calls and update database. So now once this is done, I'm gonna click on save. And for the make calls part, I'm gonna grab the production URL here, go to Bolt, paste this here. Also, I told you that I had a complete prompt, which I'm gonna grab from here. So I'm gonna go in here and grab the prompt. It's taking a while. I'm gonna close a few windows if I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna close a lot of these windows. Okay, anyways, going back at it. So I'm gonna copy the prompt right here, paste it right here, copy this right here, scroll down, paste it here. This is where the data must be sent. So name, voter phone number, yeah, whatever. I click only phone number, voter name, etc. So please read the prompt. I want you to create an application that allows you to map data like voter name, voter city, voter state, and voter phone number and send it to a following webhook. Voter number uploading the spreadsheet. Okay, all the spreadsheet. What's the next word? All the spreadsheet. Yeah, should have a preview on the website. With the first 5 rows visible to understand if we are uploading the right spreadsheet, and also while column mapping. Also while column mapping. I'll click on build now. So it's gonna build me a software that allows me to add spreadsheet and it's gonna make a call. So now let's move on to the hardest part, which is to actually make a call. So we are here, make calls. I'm gonna add a loop function, loop over item and split in batches. So batches would be of one batch. Delete this. So now I'll tell you what I did next. So in here, as you could see, we have a code in JavaScript. Now this code is made specifically to make sure that the calls that go out only go out between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I'll show you how that works. So it's a very elaborate code. AI wrote it for me. So I said, I'm going to find a prompt which helped me to write it. Probably not here. Yeah, this is it. So yeah, this was my prompt. Need an anytime function code. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna rewrite it again just because you guys would get it better. So you have to first articulate or think what you're gonna type out. So I want an annotate code node that ensures that code node for an AI caller that allows the call to only fall between 10 a.m. IST to 5 p.m. IST, and if it does not fall in this time zone, then give me delay minutes so that after the delay minutes the call falls between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Type output minutes as output minutes, and you can also output like 500 minutes if the time triggered is not within the time window. Whatever this is, and yeah, if the code is triggered within the time window, then give output as 1, 2, 3, or whatever minutes, making sure it is all random. Give me an annotate code. Done. Boom. So this was the magic sauce here, and until you get that, I'm gonna grab an HTTP model. So now you need a zip trunk. You need a zip trunking capability, so you need a zip trunk to go through all of this. So fortunately for me, I already have a zip trunk from Viva Digitally, so you guys can also purchase one from Viva Digitally. It costs 1,000 rupees for the first month, and then it costs 1,000 rupees every month, and you have to pay a certain charge. So yeah, I shouldn't be showing you this, but this is my Viva Communications SIP number, SIP password, and SIP whitelisting URL, whatever it is. So what I'll do is I'll go to mail.hostinger. I'm gonna ask them to change my password after the video is done. So hoping that looks good. I'm gonna go under Viva, search Viva. So until this happens, let's see what was the input, the output here. So this is a code node that we have got. Copy, go to annotate. This might be slightly different from what I originally got, but it doesn't matter. Click on. So obviously, I mean, it's directly the code node, and then there's a wait node. So code. Okay. Tab. And instead of the code node, we need the wait node. So, and the wait would be in seconds because we are going to test it, right? So I'm going to click on save. Let's just execute this workflow, make calls, yeah. Outstanding issues, please resolve it, okay? Let's run this once. Okay, never mind, it won't run the assay. So I just made a water data mapper right here, as you can see. I'm gonna go in here and grab the voter list again. So this is the voter list that I've got. Voter name, voter location, voter name, and voter phone number, whatever. Continue mapping. Voter name, voter city, voter location, voter state, voter phone number, send 2 rows, whatever. Now these rows would be sent, and okay, it got failed. And I know the reason, because we haven't activated it yet. So to activate the webhook. Perfect. Let's try doing it again. I'm gonna need to map it again. It's a chore, but never mind. City, state, and phone. Also have 1-2 minutes delay when you are sending data. Okay, I don't know why the call hasn't came through yet. I'm gonna assume it will. Actually. So not getting any calls right now. That's weird. I mean, I'm not supposed to get calls because I haven't set it up. But you also add 1-2 minutes. You're sending data to webhook. So I wouldn't be getting calls right off the bat because obviously I haven't set up the calling function, but yeah. So 2 minutes later when you're sending data to webhook, so consequently if it sends a lot of data, then some numbers might get skipped, which we don't want. So yeah, loop all items. Once this is done, I'm just gonna, so let's just wait. I'm also gonna add the HTTP node, which is this one. So paste it here. And right now, I'm pretty sure I did open the Ultrabox. Yeah, this is the Ultrabox usage guide. So we got outbound calls here. Okay. So easy way is to use a built-in telephony, but I wouldn't be using a built-in telephony. I'd be using a different setting, which is using SIP trunk, directly using SIP trunks. So bulk outbound calls, first message, next steps, call kickstart, call for managing concurrency, outbound, call data scheduler, external integration. So this is what we got here. And we wouldn't be using Plivo or Telenex or any of that, which is why we'd need to use something else. API reference, create agent, list agent, make calls, post, create call. So this is the post request that we have. Create calls. I can't open this one. Calls post, okay. I think the intent's a bit slow. Intent is a bit choppy. Close this off. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So this is how you can make calls, obviously. Diction string, Cartesia, when, yeah, Ultrabox pricing details. String Google, parameter location unspecified. So I usually don't go through all of these documentations because it's become super easy right now. You can go in documentation, go under outbound calls, copy the whole page, copy this, go to ChatGPT, so it just becomes way easier. And like it's not as hard as you try to make it. So yeah, go to ChatGPT. I'm also gonna get my welcome letter. So yeah, so let's just use this did because I have access to this did, and I'll obviously change the password, get the password changed ASAP. What I'm gonna quickly do is I'm gonna get a screenshot of this. Screenshot this poor thing. So I need to change the date numbers. I have to remember that. But yeah, I'm gonna add this, and then I'm gonna go to Ultrabox, copy the agent ID, and then I'm gonna go and also grab the API key for Ultrabox. So settings, PJP, political agent, copy, Ultrabox API key. I want a girl to be able to make outbound calls using the above script information I gave you in the image. I also want to change the webhook. I can do it manually, but whatever. Change the webhook URL to this webhook URL. For all Ultrabox agents. Done. So it's gonna do its thing. I'm assuming that it does, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna give it the docs, like this whole AI doc. So I can paste it here right now. I'm gonna assume that it won't do it, but if it does, it's perfect. So until it does that, I'm gonna quickly grab this. Maybe I could just go in here, grab an AI agent. Define below for a specific output format, output parser, auto fixing output. Okay, I don't know what. Structured output parser. This is a structured output parser that we have. I'm gonna quickly grab sentiments. Grab these. So these are the three things that I will need. Sentiment, I'm gonna make this into a JSON format. Inclination towards voting. This is what we got here. So detailed sentiment analysis of the voter. Give a score based off 10. What were his major concerns or things he wished could have been fixed? Perfect. Click on save. It's all saved. Okay. Now go get a chat model. OpenAI. GPT 4.1 mini. I prefer to use 5 mini for some reason because it's better generally in the general sense. And I'm going to say that your role is to go through the call transcript and so I have to start with, you are an expert political call analyst is to go through call transcript and summary and then output these three things. Whatever, paste it here. And then finally we'll have a sheets module, and in the sheets module I'm gonna append a row in sheet, append or update a row in a sheet, choose sheet. So sheet's gonna be voter post call list, sheet 1, and yeah, that's about it. Click on save. System message, paste it here. input. And then until then, so we just created the AI agent to save data. Quickly go under this. Okay. I think this is wrong. So I'm gonna grab what I did here. I'm gonna run you through this API call on this node. Okay. So we are going to do a post request to api.ultrabox.ai /API/agents, and then there's the agent ID, and then it says calls. And then obviously we have the X API, which is the API key of Ultrabox. Finally, we have body content type. I can specify the body. So medium is SIP, it's outgoing, and then outgoing to. So this outgoing to has to be a variable. Right now it's my number, but this has to be a variable in general. From, this is the number. I'm going to just make the changes to it. And then there's a password. So grab the password from here. And yeah, it's done. So right now it's my phone number, as you can see. So even if I had to test it, right? Click on save, and I have to loop it because it's gonna do multiple calls. So click on make calls. Executions again. Copy to item. I'm gonna click on stop this. Make a call. I'm pretty sure I'll be receiving a call in no time. So I must get a call. And now this is one thing. And the other thing is that I need to change the agent ID. So right now, the agent ID for agents, if I go into agents and grab this agent ID, this is the agent ID for this one. Let's change it here. I'm not getting the call. It's weird. I'm not getting a call probably for some reason. I think my network is not there. Second fam. Okay, so we don't have network. We are low on network. That's why it's happening. Or whatever. So now I'm going to change the agent ID. Change it with this one. D7, whatever it is. Click on save. And I'm going to keep it here. And update database. So production, under production URL, I'm going to grab this. Paste the update database. So right now, just for sake of it, I'm going to grab this too. Because if I do a patch request, you need to do a patch request to the API. And once you do the patch request, the webhook URL for all agents get changed. I don't want that, which is why let's just stick to this webhook URL, or this webhook in general. Close this off. Paste it here. Click on save. The call is gonna come, and then once this is all done, so this looks almost done. Just quickly go to Bolt, upload a spreadsheet. I'll grab this sheet, continue mapping, vote the name, vote the location, vote the state, and vote a phone. You can send data to Webhook. So it's now gonna start sending data to Webhook, and I'm gonna get a call. Let's see. Have I turned it on? Have I turned it on? Okay, shit, it isn't on. I knew it. I'm gonna turn it off. I think now I should get the calls. Send, show the timer for the next send while processing. It's taking a while to send for, I don't know for whatsoever reason, so yeah, whatever. Also have option to skip or send now. So I've added a timer which says after 1 minute delay, after 1 to 2 minute delay, there's gonna be a next call. That is done on purpose because sometimes the SIP trunk gets overwhelmed with tasks to do or with a lot of outbound calls to make, which is why we've set up the system. So let's see, it's thinking about stuff, whatever. So until that happens, what I'm gonna do is just gonna grab the AI agent here. It's the agent node, as you can see. So input is this, and we need to do the mappings, right? So yeah, but all these mappings, and honestly, there's no need to select something because we are appending data, we are adding data to it. We are not updating data, we are adding data to a spreadsheet. So that's a completely different ball game. So now we'll wait. It's taking a sweet time, and then I'm gonna quickly grab this and run a test pilot here. I think it's this one. Yeah, debug in editor, debug in editor, debug in editor. Paste it here, add it here. So webhook 1, and okay, let's try running it. And under here, I'm gonna add this input. I'm gonna call it JSON.stringify. So you gotta stringify the JSON because this is more in array format and it does not get passed, which is why we need to stringify it. And yeah, sentiment is sentiment, inclination towards voting. Major concerns is here. Then the AI has its own summary. So system prompt. Oops, yeah, we don't have it here. Okay, anyways, I mean, if the call goes well, you usually have it, but this time I think the call was dropped off or something. So I'm gonna upload this here. Grab this sheet here. Open, continue mapping. Voter name, voter's location, voter state, voter phone. Send data to Webhooks. It's taking its time. I want data to be sent for some weird reason, but it's not. Send now. Okay, so one data was sent here. Not very sure where did it came, but yeah, whatever. So this is running. I think it'll run for 5 seconds or something. So where's the call being made? Call was made 6:48. Why am I not getting the calls? That's weird. I'm not receiving the calls for some weird reason. I have to do it again, I think. Send now. Until this happens, I need to debug the reason why I'm not getting the calls. I should be getting calls. You see. The call was supposedly made. Let's see what is going wrong. Okay. I bet I have a bunch of messages. Unknown sender. Mark as none. Yeah, I got a few messages. It says that there was a missed call, but there was not a proper call. That's weird. You know what? I'm gonna change the phone number here. 8262861 is a good step. Let's see if I get a call here. Okay. I should get a call now. So I'm not getting a call using this number. I think I need to change the credentials. Let's go to 95. Let's switch up to the normal numbers that we have. I think it's a number problem. Now I get it. Let's grab the password here. So most of you might ask, Shreyas, how do I get the number and the password? Well, you need to buy yourself a freaking zip trunk or a number, and that way you can just like get a number, a zip trunking password, and you can use it to make calls. So that's how it works. Anyways, so let the call go. Well, I assume I'm gonna get a call. Don't know where, but I might. Oh. Hello. Hello.
Hey, hi there. This is Neha calling from the Shreyas Lok Seva Party's voter outreach team. How are you doing today? I know, kind of random call, right? I just wanted to get your honest thoughts on some of the progress happening here in Pune and across Maharashtra. They really try to listen to what people think, and make sure we're on the right track. How's your day been so far?
My day has been great.
What do you think about the recent developments in areas where
Honestly, corruption's a bit too high, that's all. Shut up. Thanks for your condolences, but shut up. Okay, so we're gonna filter. We have like three webhook calls are made and debug. So this is the input. Put the input in here. Use json.stringify. Stringify. Save. Let's run it again. Sorry, not make calls. Webhook 1. I'm gonna expect some great results here. Let's see. This is a summary and this is the call summary, etc, etc, etc. So we are getting all of that. Sentiment is good. Inclination towards voting. Major concerns. And then call ID, first speaker user, okay. System prompt, no one needs that. Summaries here. This is a larger summary that we have. Do we have call recording? No, we don't. Oops. Okay. But I changed the agent ID now to. So the agent ID I think is already changed. It's this one. Okay, whatever. Let's just try it again. So voter state and voter phone. Let's see. We'll get a call. Okay. This one was successfully. I'm gonna call here this time. Hello.
So nice to connect with you. I'm calling today because we really value your opinion and want to hear about your experiences with the recent developments in Pune and Maharashtra. What are your thoughts on the changes you've seen?
What is this call regarding?
We've been working on several projects like improving the roads and public transportation in Pune and also focusing on economic growth and job creation across Maharashtra.
Yeah.
So you seem to be generally satisfied with the progress, but I'm sure there are also some areas where you think we could do better, right?
No, who said I'm generally satisfied? I'm not satisfied at all. The whole government is all these people are thieves.
I completely understand why you feel that way, but it can be really frustrating when things don't seem to be going in the right direction, and it's even more upsetting when there's a sense of mistrust towards those in power. You're right to feel that way, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Can you tell me more about what specifically is bothering you the most?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of things. A lot of things.
It can feel overwhelming when there are just so many issues, and it's hard to pinpoint just one.
What am I calling you? Hello.
It's so nice to connect with you. I'm calling today because we really value your opinion and want to hear about your experiences with the recent developments in Pune and Maharashtra. What are your thoughts on the changes you've seen so far?
I'm not seeing any changes. All I'm seeing is more potholes on the road.
I completely understand why you feel that way. Potholes can be really frustrating, but that's our daily.
I think corruption is a big issue.
That's exactly why our manifesto includes plans to improve infrastructure, including better road maintenance and construction. We want to make
No,
sure.
I said corruption. I didn't say construction.
I apologize for the mistake. Corruption is a very serious issue, and I understand why it would be a major concern for you. You're right to be upset about it, and I want to assure you that our party is committed to transparency and accountability, and we're working hard to root out corruption in all its forms. Can you tell me more about what you've experienced or seen that's led you to feel this way about corruption?
I don't know. I just know that government officers, you can't get anything done in the government offices. It's a very bad state to live in. I mean, you can't do anything in the government offices, and you need to pay someone to get things done, and the process is very slow, and a lot of things. I mean, I don't want to talk about it though, but yeah, it's bad.
It sounds like you're feeling really frustrated and disillusioned with the system. And I don't blame you. It's understandable to feel that way when things seem slow and corrupt. You're right. It's not fair that people have to pay to get things done or wait for a long time. I want you to know that we're listening and we care about what you're going through. Our party is committed to making changes that will help reduce corruption.
Can I know a bit more about the manifesto?
Our manifesto is really focused on addressing the issues that matter most to people like you. We've got plans to improve infrastructure, boost economic growth, and make sure everyone has access to good education and healthcare. We're also committed to tax.
Whatever. So we can see the call number, we can see all the good stuff here, and obviously I'm going to map the call numbers too. So this is how you make a political outbound caller. And this use case is very unique because I got a few projects on this, so I thought making a video on this was very necessary. So yeah, and do let me know if you guys have anything else apart from this, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'm just gonna check everything that's working fine, everything's order, yeah. So yeah, you can just upload data here and make calls and just bombard people with calls and get those votes and make a hell lot of money. If you want this kind of system for yourself, please visit rapidxai.com and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.